Are you wondering where the Park City real estate market is headed? From soaring sales prices to some areas with some surprising price drops, this latest report reveals all the juicy details that you need to know. Which neighborhoods actually saw a price increase of 60% in the single family home market? Hashtag Deer Valley East Village. And where did sales take an unexpected dive? Stay tuned to find out how these shifts could impact your next move. I'm going to be breaking down the 20 most important takeaways from the Quarter 2 2024 Park City / Wasatch back housing market report. So let's get into the video and see what's actually been happening in our market. So first up, the Park City real estate market has seen steady growth in Quarter 2 of 2024. Single family home sales increased by 15% year over year, with an average and a median sales price rising between 8 and 13%. Condominiums also saw a healthy 12% increase in sales with a similar price appreciation. Number 2, increased inventory and buyers are feeling less pressured. With a 14% increase in inventory, buyers have had more choices and they don't feel pressured to offer high prices, which is keeping the market dragging a little bit. This is great news if you are a buyer who is thinking about entering the market. However, keep an eye on those interest rates. If the feds decide to drop the interest rates in September, at the end of September, we may be entering a very different fall market, because typically it's a seasonality trend where most of our inventory gets absorbed. We have less brand new properties coming to the market just because of winter months, and paired with a decrease in interest rates, potentially that could trigger some more competition in the market. So be on the lookout for that. Number 3, price increases in very specific key areas. The median sales price for a single family home for the whole entire primary market, we're talking Summit and Wasatch County combined. Keep in mind, when you break this down into a specific geological area or a specific subdivision, these numbers can greatly increase or decrease depending on the area that you're looking. So overall primary market is going to be Wasatch and Summit County, and the median sales price for homes for the Wasatch and Summit County single family homes market has increased by 8%, reaching 1.7 million. For condos in the primary market, Summit and Wasatch counties combined, the median price rose 10% to 1.15 million. Number 4, neighborhood variations, which was kind of what I was just explaining to you. There are significant variations in sales and prices across all areas of Park City and the Wasatch back. For instance, Jordanelle saw a decrease of 34% in unit sales, but their single family home market prices increased 60%, while Heber Valley experienced a 42% increase. And keep in mind that their median price rose a little less aggressively to only 7% more. So it's a reminder that every neighborhood, every area is completely unique to itself and varies greatly. They all have different neighborhood dynamics. Sometimes one neighborhood's popping, the other times it's cooling. I made a few videos where Jeremy Ranch was really suffering for like a year, and now Jeremy Ranch is heating back up again. Number 5, mixed condo prices. So condo sales followed similar trends, while some areas like Heber Valley saw 79% increase in sales. So other areas like Park City and Snyderville actually saw decreases in their condo sales. Prices were mixed, with a 10% drop in Park City, but a 21% rise in Snyderville. Number 6, sales and prices are on the rise. This is a trend. Overall, single family sales were up 15% year over year. So that is a good sign, with a median sales price increase of 7.6%, bringing the median price to 1.68 million. Again, this is for the primary single family homes market, Summit and Wasatch County combined. Number 7, Park City limits had strong sales. Within the Park City limits, sales jumped 27%. And the median price for a single family home in the Park City limits, which is the 84060, increased by 15%. And it is now sitting at 3.99 million. So you're about 4 million if you want a single family home for the Park City limits, which is the 84060. Now, let me massage that a little bit because let's compare this to Aspen, where Aspen proper, you're paying $7 million for a median price, whereas Park City proper, you're only paying $4 million. Number 8, Snyderville Basin exploded. So Snyderville Basin was a standout with residential sales volume up by 48%. Unit sales were up 22%, and both the average and the median sales prices in this area increased by 15 to 22%. Number 9, Heber Valley is on fire and is leading in activity. So Heber Valley was the busiest area. Sales are up 42% and they have modest price gains. So I think because they are growing more slowly and have modest price gains, that's why sales were booming out there. Meanwhile, Promontory actually saw the largest price gain with 38% year over year increase in median sales price to now above 4.6 million. So if you want Promontory, you are now at a median sales price above 4.6 million. For 10, the luxury market. So in the luxury segment, Canyons Village, the Colony, remained the most expensive area with a median sales price over $11 million. The most expensive sale in the Snyderville Basin area was $27 million. But Canyons Village did have fewer sales and they saw a 60% year over year price jump. Number 11, price varies by area. Prices varied widely across all areas and all regions. So you had a 28% drop in the Camas Valley, contrasting with a 60% rise in Jordanelle. Camas Valley dropped 28%, but Jordanelle shot up 60% because what's happening around the Jordanelle? Deer Valley East Village. I'm a broken record on this, you guys. This is the area you need to keep your eyeballs on. This led to an overall median price gain of just 4%. Number 12, condo market variations. Condo market prices also saw variations with a 46% gain in sales volume in Jordanelle, but flat sales volume in Snyderville. The Park City condo volume market dropped while Heber Valley's exploded. Why do we think Heber Valley's exploded? Because of everything and all the activity that's happening out at Jordanelle Ridge. Number 13, Oldtown Activity. So Oldtown saw 17% more condo sales. However, that was driven by a 13% decline in median price. So a condo in Oldtown now is 1.18 million. So some of the trends that I'm kind of seeing is where there was a lot more sales, a huge increase in sales, that was also kind of powered by the fact that either the prices grew a little bit slower, more moderate, or they declined. And places that saw huge drops in sales were fueled because prices shot up like crazy. The only anomaly to that data point is Promontory. Promontory is the only area where sales are still rocking. People want to live there and the prices have gone up 38%. So just because the prices are going up, it's not keeping people out. People still want to live there. Number 14, Canyons Village saw a slight decline. So Canyons Village actually accounts for 63% of Snyderville Basin's sales volume. This is condo wise. They saw there were slight declines in both sales units and volume, but the prices went up still 4%. Number 15, Jordanelle's rising market. So Jordanelle condo unit sales were actually up 41% with a median price gain of 9%. The median sales price for a condo around the Jordanelle is now 1.1 million. Number 16. So market is returning to normal. All of us are pretty much describing this market as kind of like we're halfway back to normal. I can't believe COVID was 4 years ago. I still think people are still living in that time of like, if I stick my house on the market, it'll sell in 2 days. And we're not. We're 4 years past that. We're in a 2 year slump. Last year was a little bit slower. This year feels a little bit slower in terms of how long it actually takes to sell your house. It's just feeling slower. It's just lagging because prices are rising, interest rates are high, buyers have more options. They don't feel pressured to offer high prices. But at the end of the day, it's not really a major crisis and it's no surprises. It's just kind of like we're heading back to more of a normal market where homes are sitting a little bit longer and you have to do a lot of marketing to get these things sold. You have to price it incredibly correct right out the gate. 17, demand and inventory balance. So while demand, we've kind of returned to pre COVID levels, inventory remains at 80% of those levels. Number 18, continued price increases. So overall, prices are continuing to rise with the median price for a single family home and condos up 13%. But there are variations by market segment, and it's influenced by the type of product that you're buying. And if you're buying something that is new construction versus something that's 40 years old. Number 19, the nuances in the market. The Park City housing market is very complex. It's very nuanced. And so it really requires special knowledge of somebody who understands the areas, what's happening in the areas, and what's happening in the neighborhood, what's happening in the specific subdivision, what's happening on a very niche level. You really need somebody local to guide you through what is happening in your specific area. If you want to know more about your specific area, please feel free to reach out to me. My information is always dropped down in the description link down below.